Uncle James, Hall of Fame.
Y'all need to pay homage, the original host. Chris Thomas, the mayor in Vegas. Relay like all other Vegas. Every time we on the radio, you say it's us. Plus, we got Terminator X on the cut. In the public, the enemy gets off in the cut. But a back of mad links with the cubic cuts. Your music that'll make you through the butt. We're soaring for show. We're here to introduce you to the only show.
Chris is chillin', Terminator's chillin'. Hall of Famers reppin' people what you think. Layla is chillin', Soren is chillin'. Click word for Billy and we got mad links. James Gang reppin', Dick Wig reppin'. Akron, Cleveland, LA to Vegas. Fly crowd, LeBron James a rap. I'm a pro model, I see you bring the cap.
What's up? What's up, Vegas? It's Chris Thomas, and welcome to the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team. I got him in the house. I got the ambassador of hip-hop, Soren Bake. I got the Prime Minister, DJ Mad Links. I got the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Terminator X. And I got Miss Fantastic, Noonie LaRue, here on the Chris Thomas Show. And first, I'm going to give a shout-out to the sponsors, 100% sucker-free brands. And, of course, the book that's been selling off the hook, Linda Wheels, the great record promoter. And we got a couple of shout-outs that we want to do right now. Some people, hopefully some sponsors that I met the other day, Melodious Radio, Cheddar Vision Radio, Connected Radio, Fiscal Therapy and Balance Center, Dr. Derek Martin. And, of course, we got Candace, does real estate, and with Century 21. And we have also a new book, hopefully, that I found out about a blind young lady. It's called Through Her Eyes, and that's done by Keisha Levette here on the Chris Thomas Show. So let's get rolling. Here is the Barack quote of the day.
Hello, everybody. This is B.O., the 44th, with the celebrity quote of the day. Don't wait around for other people to be happy for you. Any happiness you get, you got to make yourself. Quoted by Alice Walker. And that was the celebrity quote of the day. Now back to the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team. Live from Las Vegas on KSHP 107.1 FM and 1400 AM. Enjoy your day, everybody.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of.
And if nobody has told you they love you today, we love you.
We love you.
All right. So now it's time for a little bit of love and happiness with Diamond D.
This is Diamond D with, where I'm giving you some love advice, some happiness advice, some everyday good advice to make your day a little more loving. The country singer Kenny Rogers sings a song that says, I don't need you, I don't need friendship, I don't need flowers in the spring, and I don't need you. Clearly, he does not need or want his partner and has creatively come up with this song to express his feelings. But what does a man want or need in his lover? Experts state that men want the following in a relationship. Number 1, a deep attraction to his partner. Number 2, ability to share his passion with this person. Number 3, a good listener. Number 4, someone to share his life goals and dreams with. Number 5, his partner to have their own life goals and dreams. Number 6, compatibility. Number 7, pleasurable bedroom experiences. Number 8, great vibe and chemistry. And lastly, respect. This is Diamond D. Be sure to check me out on Facebook, SoundCloud, and YouTube, where I'm working to make your day a little more loving.
All right. Thank you, Diamond D. And the one thing that I need from a female is a deep attraction. That's the only thing. What about you, Noonie?
Well,
You asking Nudie what she need from a female?
that's why I'm like, because maybe what they really want to do is not saying.
It's talking. Well, it's not. Well, she knows. It's about a male. What's her attraction to a male? Deep attraction, right? It says female,
Yeah.
but we're gonna. All right.
Well,
Go ahead.
okay. Well, I can ask from my perspective what men desire from me. You know what I'm
There you
saying? They
go. There
want
you go.
respect. You know what I'm saying? The way they woman, they want they want the same thing we want, just a little different. They want reassurance. You know what I'm saying? And also to share their passion, because if you want him to lead, you got to follow whatever he's doing. So, they just want a little attention. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a lot sometimes, but my man can't stay away. So I don't know.
All right. What about you, Terminator? You were looking for another deep attraction.
So here we go with old girl again. She said, lastly, they want respect. No, that's not lastly. That's in the top 3. But yeah, I mean, you want to be appreciated. Of course, you need your physical attraction. You want to vibe. Ultimately, your other half, you should feel good around. So that's high on my list. I want to feel good when I'm with my partner. If you're keeping me from feeling good, you're doing something wrong.
All right, Mad Links, I'm waiting.
Well, as usual, I think I'm waiting for somebody to take Diamond D to the jewelry shop and go ahead and polish her up. And Kenny Rogers also said you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, know when to walk away and know when to run.
Know when to fold
and
know when to run.
And to say like Terminator, what the thing that she's missing, in this case, and I'm gonna try to be as nice as I can say it, know when to shut the hell up. just know, look, now's not the time. We can circle back around to it, but know when to shut the hell up.
Yeah, yep. And Soren, you already married, so I know you saw all of those things in your wife, right?
Thankfully, yes, but everybody could use a little work from time to time. But what I'm saying is this: the bottom line is Diamond D, as usual, she needs to have her own show with us. Not so many questions, but
I need answers.
Yes, we have questions. She needs to provide these answers, because not only is shutting up important, but beyond that, the order that she had was very bizarre. So we got to get this whole. I know she said this is from findings, but she could have said like, "Oh, I don't agree with these," or "These aren't exactly how I see it," or "Here's my top 3."
Not in this order.
Yeah, but if you're going to step into the world, like Karis One said, you got to, number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 need to be in better position. There you go.
Tighten up.
Exactly.
Tighten up.
Well, we're going to get Diamond D on the show. And our topic for today is going to be Method Man confirms COVID era album with Havoc still on the way. Ice Cube reacts to the new Anaconda trailer, engaged fans over new album release, and Noonie?
Bad Bunny is officially headlining the Super Bowl halftime show. And divorce rates, are dropping in some states. More parents are choosing 50-50 custody. And the WNBA got some drama that we must unpack. Let's get into it right here on the Chris Thomas Show.
All right, so I guess we'll go first with let's go with Method Man first, because COVID has been a while and it took them that long to finish up an album. So let's check out COVID. I mean, Method Man.
I think we checked out COVID for far too long.
Right, no more.
Any new music first?
Me and Havoc still working on our COVID album. We started.
And Havoc? What?
Yeah, we started on our album in 2020, 2019, 2020. And It never came out, but it needed some work done, so we're adding some tracks, and it should be out pretty soon.
Bro, that Mob Deep Against the World just shows Habs in his prime still, bro.
Hav is a master at his craft. You know what I mean? He's one of those rare brothers that mastered sound like RZA. So yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing.
All right, well, but any kind of date, like, are you guys just kind of like letting it happen and see when it
We're
comes
just
out?
letting it happen right now. It's going to be real organic, as it should be.
I guess the last thing is, the Wu-Tang. I saw something about like you guys were doing like some kind of auction with like the farewell tour.
Yeah, with my boy Tyrese, Salam Maki. He
All right.
Yeah.
So all I want to know is why so long? I mean, this has got to be the number one album of all time if it's taking that
That's what I'm
long.
saying.
So what? We're gonna start off with Mad Links.
I mean, let's be honest. Sade take 15 years in between albums. I'm still waiting on the Dr. Dre Rock Him album, or the Ice Cube Dr. Dre album. In this case, I think also too, we have to understand that artists of that generation have lives. They have children. Sometimes they have grandchildren. Method Man also has a burgeoning and upcoming acting career as well. So these are not the same artists from that they were in the 90s, where all they had time to do was drink, holler at chicks, and make albums. They actually have real fulfilled lives and deeper careers. But I'm just curious about what the name of the album is going to go under. I'm like, is it going to be Woo Deep or is it going to be Mob Tan Clan?
What about you, Noonie?
Man, listen, an album called COVID Era in 2025. Baby, we outside now. If you dropping it, at least throw in a mask as merch. You know what I'm saying? At least make it feel like it's really a COVID era. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's just late homework. But like he said,
is.
It takes time. But golly, call it something else. Give it a whole nother name.
Soren?
Regardless of when this album arrives, if it ever does, I'm very excited because first and foremost, people, I think, forget how great Method Man is. And if he's taking his time and focusing on this album, which I hope and imagine he is, because his guest appearances the last 5 to 6 years, especially if you've caught him on some of these albums, are pretty stellar. So just very excited to see it. Havoc, I think, is another one of those producers that obviously people know is working through Mobb Deep, some of which is some of the best rap we've ever heard. So I'm very excited to see what this is going to end up, and I hope it come out. I hope, like early Mobb Deep records, it's really just the two of them. Not that many guest appearances. Just let Method Man do his thing, let Havoc do his thing, and maybe Havoc will rhyme on it with them, but that'll be it. Just leave it alone.
You're tired of the collaborations, huh?
He said, just give me the artist.
What about you, Terminator? Terminator?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I turned myself off. Okay. I'm not surprised it's taking so long. First and foremost, Method Man is very busy. He does collabs all the time. They just did they do the tour, the Wu-Tang tours. Him and Redman does a lot together. Matter of fact, he's on he's on Redman's last album. I'm looking forward to it. Havoc is dope. So don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Let's hope. I'm like Soren. I'm hoping it's fire. Let's stay fire. Let's get out of dope. We're gonna go with fire. Yeah. But yeah, they're busy. So these things, folks are busy. Never mind their families. Their careers. So give it a chance.
All right. So now we're going to talk about Ice Cube because I can't imagine they don't have the original stars of the movie, from the first movie, play like a cameo. And he handled it very, very well. So let's check out Ice Cube reacts to new Anaconda trailer. I think Jack Black is playing in it. And his new album about to come out. Here we go.
Cube, what up, man? Hey, that new album is hard. I gave it a full listen. I wanted to ask you, do you feel like you said older rappers need to keep making music? Do you feel like that a lot of guys give up when they get older, and instead of telling their stories that need to be told?
Yeah, I do. One piece.
All right, that's it.
No, he gonna still talk a little
What do
bit
you think
more.
about that new Anaconda movie? Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Did they call you for it at
I think it's
least?
gonna be funny.
It looks funny. Did they call you for it? Like, hey, Q, we need a cameo.
Nah, I ain't been called for a few of them. So.
Oh man. What do you think about the new? I mean, you just did War of the Worlds. You know, this Anacondas. Is it time for?
Okay, we'll take a note from Mad Links. So, so his new album. Has anybody heard his new album? And do you think they should do reboot movies? I just think sometimes they come back and try to catch up with the times, and they mess the movie up. So we're going to start off with Noonie.
Well, listen, I'm a pass.
Okay, all right, Mad Links.
I did not see the original Anaconda. I had no interest. I don't have any interest in seeing this one, even though it is told from a comedic perspective this time, unlike the first one, which was apparently unintentionally comedic. But to answer the question also, should movies be remade? I think that there are times where they should not, only if you have a new, updated, better way to tell the story. I believe that the 1983 Scarface is a great example of a remake of a movie that was made in, I believe it was as early as the 40s of the original Scarface. But the updated Scarface was such a magnificent, iconic movie that's a case of where it works. But there's a lot of cases where it don't.
You right. Okay, look,
what about you?
I do got something to say though, because I kind of got upset there, what I'm saying, about the remakes, because when they said it wasn't a remake, but they made it out to be a remake when they did Color Purple, and then I didn't know it was a musical. Was so shocked. I was really upset. That really hurt my feelings because I really, 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 really wanted to see what was. Okay, I'm done.
Soren.
Well, anybody that did have the misfortune of watching the first Anaconda, which I did, there's no reason to revisit this. The best thing about that movie was seeing Jennifer Lopez in wet clothing. But
I know, right? That's what it was all about.
Beyond that, the movie is trash. So that being said, remakes are part of what drives the film industry and even the television industry. So they're always going to happen, and they always have a place. But like everything else, if you're going to do something, you always want to do your best job
and make it better.
And making it better, that's like, can an ant do a limbo? That's pretty easy to do. So I'm not worried about that. But I am just worried about if that's what they're choosing to remake. And Jack Black, I have never understood him. I think he's whack. So I just don't understand why he would be like, oh, this was a terrible movie. Let's put a terrible actor in it. So I don't get it.
All right. That's why his name is Jack Black. What about you, Terminator?
So I'm one that watched Anaconda, the first one. Yes, there's bad acting. There's it's a little corny, but I used to watch those type of movies, those B horror movies, what they want to call, maybe even C. But
you're being too polite.
I do agree with Soren. Like, why would you remake that movie? Like, it wasn't that interesting in the first place.
Man, that's just
well, they're running out of ideas, and
I know why they remade it. I know why they remade it, because it made $137 million at the box office.
Yeah, that's my point. I mean, there are movies you watch. Yeah, the acting is a little bit debatable, but for whatever reason, it's still entertaining. Which the numbers show.
It is worldwide, 136 million. Not domestic.
And y'all making it so comical. It's time to check out the AHA Sin City Comedy Spotlight. And this is one of my favorite comedians, Mr. George Wallace. The whole world is sick.
I go into IKEA, I didn't know the policy. So I went in IKEA, I told the salesperson, I'd like to have that desk. He said, okay, sir, I'll go in the back and get it for you. I said, oh, it's okay, I'll take this one on the floor. He said, no, sir, you got to assemble it. You got to put it together. I said, but it's okay, I'll take this on the floor. He said, sir. You got to put it together. I said, you know, I'm telling you right now, I see the scratch on the table. I'm going to take this one right here. Sir, you got to put it together. He went in the back. He came back a few minutes later. He rung it up. I wrote him a check. I signed that check, and I took that check, and I ripped it up to 1,000 pieces. He said, sir, we can't take this. I said, put it again.
All right, that's George Wallace.
$305 a night. That's what I said. I said, whoo! I said, I ain't going nowhere. If there's going to be a show, it's going to be in my room. $385 a night, they don't want you to steal the towels. I told them, the hell with the towels, I'm taking the grapes out of this one. Woke up one morning, thought I'd have a light breakfast, ordered some raisin toast. Lady came upstairs, the raisin toast was $7.25. $7, and I told her, I said, you take this toast back downstairs, and you take $6 worth of those raisins off this toast. And I took 2 of the raisins, I said, and here's a little something for yourself, too.
All right, that was George Wallace. That's one of my favorite jokes, too, about paying that much money for a hotel suite, and then they come up with some raisin toast. That's a lot of money. That's right. If there's going to be a show, it's going to be in my room. So right about now, we want to let Wenda talk about her new book. This is the book that's selling all over the place. This is Linda Wills.
Hi, I'm Linda Wills, author of The Music Industry, and I'm proud to be known as the great record promoter. Have you ever wondered how songs make their way onto the radio station's playlist for airplay, or how recording artists gain notoriety? Have you been curious about what goes on behind the scenes to make these things a reality? Well, in my book, I reference legendary recording artists from hip-hop, go-go, R&B, and etc. Some of the artists I have worked with includes Dougie Fresh, Salt-N-Pepa, Tupac, Al Green, Teddy Pendergrass, Roy Ayers, and a plethora of others. My book is available on Amazon, Facebook, or the Great Record Promoter at gmail.com. I'm looking forward to meeting you, and you.
We like to party.
You gotta keep your head up. Turn off the light.
Yeah, you have to get this book. They got her in here with Roy Ayers, Vanilla Ice, Levert, Gerald Levert. I mean, this is the book that people need to know about their favorite entertainers. Also, we're brought to you by 100% sucker-free brands, and that's the hot sauce. And this comes in so many, I think 50 different flavors, 100% sucker-free hot sauce. And Terminator, what do we have now coming up with the Rap City hip-hop mix?
All right. We got some French Montana, DJ Khaled, Fabulous. Not fabulous, not Miss Fabulous, but Fabulous. The Game, Biggie Smalls, Arrested Development, Joeski Love, LL Cool J, and LaShawn. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Here we go. Music.
I mean,
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. What you want, shorty, what you need. My new blunt game, we ain't never leave. Counting up money, we ain't never sleep. You got V12, I got 12B. Got bottles, got weed, got mine. I'm all the way up. Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
You're now rocking with DJ Terminator X, baby.
I can't really explain it. I'm so into you now. I wanna be more than a friend of you now. When they ask, I mention my baby girl in the interviews now. And I don't bring the problems from the 90s and the 2000s. There's no reason to have a friend or two now. Cause the kid's ready to tell you how he feel in a few vows. Maybe I speak in general now. But girl, I'ma do whatever just to keep a grin on you now. Where I go, they wear bikinis in the winter too now. What you think about tan lines on the skin of you now? Why wouldn't I wanna spend a few thou? On Fifth Ave, shopping sprees, and them dinners to chow. I ain't concerned what other men would do now. As long as when I up in you, you proud. And any dude with you, he better be a kin of you now. And I ain't jealous, it's the principle now. I'm so
He was once a thug from around the way. He was once a thug from around the way. He was once a thug from around the way.
My life was never
easy.
Sitting on chrome.
He was once a thug from around the way.
My life was never
easy.
Sitting on chrome.
Give me all the chicken heads from Pasadena to Medina. Bet big, get in between you then. Peep the prognosis, doses, blends and bends like Twizzlers. Biggest getting to hurt, what's under that skirt? Give me all the chicken heads from Pasadena to Medina. Bet big, get in between you then. Peep the prognosis, doses, blends and bends like Twizzlers. Biggest getting to hurt, what's under that skirt? Slow down, you're killing them. Who filling them with octane? Got them gassed up, about to get blasted up, son. The last one word, the mother, brother miss him. I seen it when he kissed him at the wake, made his body shake. The high guy in 850 eyes, smoke tint, rap terror, 4 chrome and terrors. 2-5 about the mirrors, the 5th is conspicuous. Bad boy slipped in 95, ridiculous. My rap lines just like landmines. One step, kaboom, black suits fill the room. To whom it may concern, Junior Mafia's the click.
California.
This is a headliner from the rest of the world, and right now you're in the midst of a celebration. Celebration of life, death, and the spirits of our ancestors. Check it out, let me hear you say, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah.
Check it out, party people, cause this party is burning. For a new dance, I know you've been yearning. This is for all you people concerning a brand new dance called the Pee Wee Herman. Just move your hands into the front, and if you can't get it, you say, huh? What? As you're doing this dance, you might hurt your back, but just look at the crowd. Say, I meant to do that. It's the Pee Wee Herman new dance instinct. Just go with the flow, for the speed of the naked. So go on, everybody, rock with Joski and the Pee new dance called the Pee Wee. It's funky, so don't be weird. Get on the floor and get off your bicycle. If you don't know how to do it, you better start learning this brand new dance called the Pee Wee Herman.
It's our first time together and I'm feeling kinda horny. Conventional methods of making love kinda bore me. I wanna knock your block off, get my rocks off, blow your socks off, make sure your G-spot's
I'ma call you Big Daddy and scream your name. Matter of fact, I can't wait for your candy rain.
So what you saying? I get my swerve on, bring it live, make it last forever. Damn, the kitty cat's tired.
All right.
Well,
That
listen,
was
Chris Thomas Show with the All-Star team with DJ Terminator X, Soren Baker, Noonie LaRue, DJ Matt Links, and Layla Lopez right here on KSHP Radio, 107.1 FM and 1400 AM Las Vegas.
What up, y'all? This is Ed Lover, the living legend. While I'm in Vegas, I'm chilling with my man Chris Thomas and the top-notch all-star team. Come on, son.
All right. Let me just say that was spectacular. I be trying to find out new words every show that we do for Terminator and of course DJ Mad Links. So right about now, we're gonna go to my girl Noonie with Nosy News.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all may not know me a lot of bit, but you sure gonna know me a little bit, okay? And it's your girl Noonie LaRue here with Nosy Noonie News, where I'm normally not nosy, but today doesn't count. So there. And child, the internet is hotter than flat irons left on the stove. Nicki and Cardi are at it again. So apparently, Nicki Minaj decided to drag Cardi B's daughter Culture into their little online war, and then Cardi B clapped back, calling Nicki Minaj's son slow, saying he can't spell his name at the age of 5. Listen, this beef then went from the billboards to daycare real quick. Now, see, this is some real Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, except with fake butts and borrowed breasts. Now, Drake and K Dot was beefing over who's the GOAT. Nicki and Cardi are beefing like it's a parent-teacher conference. I don't understand. At least they gave us platinum hits and not playground shade. Dre and K Dot was beefing over who's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I thought it was supposed to be versus, but not Pampers versus pull-ups. So we're gonna go to the panel though. So Soren, I got a question for you. If your wife was arguing with somebody online and they brought your kids into it, what's the next move?
Stop, no, and don't. Get off the internet. Get off the internet and get off the internet. That would be my 3 things I would say.
Okay. Okay. All right, Madlings. I know you think all rap beef is unnecessary, but admit it. Would you pay for Cardi B versus Nicki versus like would you pay to see that?
If I never hear, think about the stench that comes off of Cardi B again in my life, I will be absolutely fine. And I still just really want to know, because apparently, like I said, zero accountability is a thing. How like Cardi B can still be out here running these streets, doing these deals. I'm still trying to. How the hell did she even get on an interview with Gayle King on CBS? Gayle King, you should just feel embarrassed. You should be at your house and you should be like running your fingers through your tracks, wondering what the hell has become of your life when you got Cardi B as the person you're interviewing on the CBS Morning News. I mean, come on. Listen, I'm so over this chick. And by the way, how is it still possible that she is a known person, a thief who has drugged men in her stripper past and has nobody wanted to act like anything's ever happened? I'm just wondering.
What Terminator?
Okay, so I heard the story this
morning. Team Mean Girl or Team Cardi?
So my understanding is that Nicki started this latest
always.
Beef. I think it's unfortunate. I don't like that. When you start bringing each other's children into the argument and those kind of stuff, you're not doing anybody any service. You're not doing hip hop any service. You're not doing yourself any service. It's ugly and it needs to stop.
Exactly. Okay. Well, Chris, you know what I'm saying so is Cardi really the drama, or is Nicki just up late at night trying to start an argument with somebody? Because at this point it's like it's not even a rap battle, it's or reality TV.
I just
allow me to
if
I just want to interject real quick. When you go out there on the internet and you say "and did" in regards to you having sex while your husband's baby's in your belly, you basically said that the gloves came off a long time ago. I'm just saying.
I just want to know what the stench is.
Listen, you know what? This was Nosy Noonie News. One mic, one Noonie, all real tea. Nicki and Cardi, y'all too paid and too gorgeous to be arguing like y'all splitting the EBT card at the checkout line, okay? So put it on a beat and make it make sense. If Drake and Kendrick can sell billions of streams with slick talk, I know y'all can do it too. Back to you, Chris.
All right. And just to let everybody know, the Chris Thomas Show is on YouTube. That's the Chris Thomas Show Las Vegas. And on the stream, you can always go to Google and look up KSHP Radio 107.1 and 1400. And you can tell your friends to stream the show. It makes a big difference. Now, Soren, what we got with unique assets today?
Well, today I wanted to give a little shout out. I had a pleasure of knowing this man. Sadly, he passed away relatively recently, DJ Clark Kent. I got to meet him and spend some time with him over the years. Thanks, shout out as always to my good friend Dana Dane for connecting us. And DJ Clark Kent, this was a clip that resurfaced that I wanted to show because he's paying homage to a lot of the two in particular of the greatest producers we've ever seen in rap history. So Terminator, when you're ready, let's make it happen.
I walked into a studio with Dana Dean when he was starting his album with Herbie Lovebug, and it was an SP1200, and I watched him use it, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. I literally bought an SP1200 like 3 days after I saw Herbie Lovebug using one, never learned. But he said, you can with the 1200 when I'm not in the studio. So the same day, I'm like trying to figure this shit out. And then days later, went and bought one, and then went right to Marley's crib.
Question.
Which is ill if you think about it, like how small was our world if I'm at Herbie Lovebug's studio, we're in Bayside, and then I'm going to Marley's crib
to learn
days later to see him, who is Lord Jesus Christ of all of us. Like, there's no rap producer who does boom bap music who is not a child or a product of Marley Marl.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He's the sampling Jesus.
Yes, yes. So shout out and rest in peace to Clark Kent. Like I said, I got to know him a little bit over the years, talked to him and spent some time with them. And Terminator, let's start with you. I wanted to know, what did you get from Marley Marl as far as it relates to scratch or sampling?
Marley Marl was definitely, in my opinion, the first guy to manipulate samples in a such a great way. Drum and snares, snippets, that kind of thing. I think he's one of the most underrated hip hop producers. Period. I was so happy to see him honored on I forgot what award show that's. I'm pretty sure you know, Soren. You got a better memory than me. But there was a tribute to him on some award show. But yeah, I where I don't kind of agree is calling him the sampling Jesus for the producer. I don't know that I agree with that. I think that yeah, he was kind of first in doing it, but I don't know. I'd go that far. But yeah, salute to Marley Marl. Yeah, Marley Marl is underrated. He's definitely one of the innovators and forefathers of boom bap.
Yes, yes. So DJ Mad Links, what would you say is your favorite Marley Marl production, either as a song or an album that you know that he was the guiding force for?
Man, I would say the symphony was iconic, and it was to my knowledge, my recollection, and my research was the first posse cut of artists that were not a part of an actual group, and that record, like it changed a lot. As a matter of fact, as we got into the new millennium, EPMD with the Def Squad came out with the Symphony 2000. As a homage to the original symphony, but never did we really have so many different artists getting on a track by a producer to create a masterpiece the way that the symphony was.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs of all time. And I gotta say, I might be in the minority here, but I always thought Big Daddy Kane had the best verse on there. But let's keep it moving. So Noonie, for you, what's a sample in general that you really like the way that it's used on a song?
Well, you said how a sample is used on a song. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with Missy Elliott.
Okay.
I like how she cuts into the beats, you know what I'm saying? And she's so innovative, you know what I'm saying, with her stuff. So the way she cuts into the beats and just, I don't know, all her samples are just hard. Like, I just like her. I just like her.
Okay, there it is. Now, Chris, obviously we know being in the DMV and DC in particular that Herbie Lovebug, of course, used a lot of go-go records in his material over the years. Do you have a favorite Herbie Lovebug song?
I don't. I knew Herbie very, very well. I can say that when we used to travel with Salt and Pepper, I think Terminator, you was with us back in the day when Salt and Pepper was on the show. But I knew him personally with through my management, as I said. They used to be they were the number one promoters of G Street Express / Tiger Flower / CD Enterprises. So I like all of his stuff. I knew he worked with Kwame also. So he was a very talented guy. And I don't know a whole lot about music, but I can tell you something about comedy.
Yeah, Marley was a beast. Marley was a beast. And speaking of go-go, it's a go-go sample in Rebel Without a Pause. I don't know if you knew that. Sorry.
I did not. Who's in there?
That little I call it like a bridge sounding part at the end of the right before the choruses or right before my scratch parts. That's a go-go record. And I've been trying to relocate it. I can't find it.
I'm gonna listen again with that in mind, and I will get at you, Terminator.
And talking about spectacular and music, DJ Mad Links, what you have?
Man, since we are taking it back, I figured let's do a little something different today. Do a little some house music. So I got some Alias and also too I got some Rays. These two might sound familiar. If not, they're gonna sound good either way. DJ Mad Links right now on the Chris Thomas Show. Let's hit it.
DJ Mad Links.
So amazing.
Follow me, 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 yeah, follow me. I'm hoping to see the day when my people can all relate. We must stop fighting to achieve the peace that was taught in our country. We shall all be free. Follow me. Why don't you follow me to a place where we can be free? Come with me over there. Let's put an end to racial hatred and let's learn to share. Can you feel it? It's in the air. Now it's time for change. Time for us to care. Follow me. Why don't you follow me to a place where we can be free?
Break. For love. Break. For love. Break.
to be the man that you want me to be. There's no need to worry, I'm gonna give you love the way you want it to be. I'll be there every morning, baby, to hold you tight. And that's why, baby, you don't have to wonder why I love you. I need you. Got to have you. I need you right now. Break for love. Break for love. I'll be there every night to hold you and kiss you till the morning light. I'll be
Booyah! It's just comedy. It's your boy Talent, the New York King of Comedy. And when I'm in Vegas, baby, you know I'm listening to Chris Thomas and the top-notch all-star team. Don't take it personal. It's just comedy. Let's get him, Chris.
All right. I can just say that Talent is so hilarious. And DJ Mad Links, that was, what's the word today? Spectacular. Him and so pretty soon, everybody, we're gonna let you we're gonna give you a number on how you can get in contact with us guys and how you can book the Chris Thomas show in your city for comedy and some of the baddest music around, and with our knowledge, our own dictionary, encyclopedia, Soren Baker. So we're gonna put the whole show together. So right about now, we got around about 15 minutes. And what we want to talk about, we just go, let's see, what shall we go to? Let's go to Bad Bunny to headline the Super Bowl. So I think Mad Links, you sent this in. So I don't really know much about him. I think that's not my type of music, but I'll give him love. Oh, all right. So do we have a clip? We have a clip on Bad Bunny?
We do.
All right. Okay. We're going to go to this.
Global superstar Bad Bunny scoring the performance of a lifetime. Apple Music announcing the 3-time Grammy winner and chart-topping hitmaker is set to headline the Super Bowl 60 halftime show. Social media bursting with excitement after the announcement on Sunday.
I'm so excited.
As fans begin to speculate what the king of Latin trap will bring to the world's biggest stage.
And I personally don't hate his music. I'm just a little older, and sometimes you have to catch up with what's happening new. And I will do my homework. And I've heard several songs. And when you have that many fans that's going crazy because their man, Bad Bunny, is gonna headline the Super Bowl, I know it's gonna be big and spectacular. Go ahead, Bad Links.
The NFL gonna get Jay-Z's ass up out of there. After last year's Kendrick Lamar performance, which was an amazing performance, it was a horrible NFL halftime show for the Super Bowl. Absolutely horrendously bad. Okay. Why? Because this is the biggest stage that exists in music today. And ultimately, because you have to appeal to such a wide audience. Kendrick Lamar is out there performing songs that nobody knows. So my man Hove, who usually doesn't have any missteps, decides he wants to double down and now make a non-English language artist the halftime show for the Super Bowl. I mean, I can't understand where he's going with this. And I know that there's people saying, oh, well, it's to try to increase the numbers of the Spanish-speaking audience and the international numbers. Look, you see what Chris Thomas just said? I don't know him. I ain't familiar with the music. Now, times that by about 100 million. You got people in North Dakota, in Wyoming, in Tennessee, in Kentucky. All of them are going to hate this. There's going to be such a backlash of back-to-back unfamiliar artists that it's going to be interesting to see how they move forward. You see, now Terminator X would understand what I'm about to say. As a DJ, you are ultimately a programmer of sounds. When you're in a room with such a wide variety of multiculturalism, you can't go too heavy into one thing and stay there. So what does that mean? If I'm in a room that has a multitude of people, I might hit a Jay-Z record, and then I might come back and hit a John Cougar Mellencamp record, a Bruno Mars, a David Guetta. I might come back and hit Nooney's homegirl Cardi B. I'm going all over the place. So to lean in so heavily to Kendrick Lamar last year, you needed a rebound that was kind of different to pull it back in the other direction and keep it bouncing around. But apparently, Jay-Z has some other ideas.
All right. What about you, Soren?
Shockingly, I'm in full agreement with Mad Links. I also feel that this is a horrible misstep in every way. Sadly, most Americans are xenophobic. So of all the times to put someone that doesn't speak English primarily in their music on this stage right now is a bad move, in my opinion. Furthermore, we're not even doing this is not a rapper, this is a Latin trap. So it's like rap even doesn't get respected still today. So now we're putting a offshoot of rap in a different language with a dude that dresses suspect at best. So we got all kinds of problems going on, and I'm surprised, but I'm also not in a way, because I think they're trying to show that we can push through these different ideas and different types of presentations. But I think that's a mistake in this instance.
All right, Noonie.
The halftime show was about to be reggaeton glitter with baby hairs laid to the gods. Even the football players gonna be watching, man. Listen, hey, I don't know about it, but I'm gonna watch. That's all I gotta say.
Exactly. Hey, Terminator, what you think?
So I'm gonna be the odd man out today. I understand what Links is saying about being a DJ and you got to cater to the audience, but you know, I at the same time, as being a creative guy, I like to play stuff that you may not know, but it's great. So, like he said, Kendrick, you know, Kendrick was a bad decision last year. Kendrick is huge.
Reggae music is hard.
Kendrick is huge across races. Bad Bunny, I can't say how big I can't say how diverse he is, but he is huge. He did a multi-month residency in Puerto Rico across different cities or whatever. I don't know how it went, but Bad Bunny is huge. He has a huge following. He's a great entertainer. I mean, just because you don't know him, I mean, we're living in a different era. We're not living in the 5-channel TV anymore. We're living in digital cable TV and everything else. We're not living. People don't listen to the radio no more. Sadly, they listen to whatever, all this other stuff. I applaud Jay-Z on his diversity in presenting great artists that you may not know, but it's still a great artist. So I don't have a problem with it. I think there's nothing wrong with being diverse.
Exactly.
A super fiesta. It's gonna be hot.
Well, Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. We got a few
Nothing
more
wrong with being
minutes.
diverse, but back to back, leaning this far does not scream diversity. I think there was something out there hanging that they could have easily pulled off that would have been much bigger than Kendrick Lamar, Bad Bunny, and somebody else put together. As somebody who has a vested interest right now in the NFL, Miss Taylor Swift.
Exactly. I would agree. I would agree.
Make
But
that move, yeah.
well, we're gonna pray on it, and
He
that's
probably
why
said
we have.
no.
That's why we have our message of hope. So we're gonna pray on it. Here's the message of hope. Here's our message of hope.
We hoping.
Yes.
We hoping.
Good morning. Our scripture comes from James 4:14. You do not know what your life will be like tomorrow. Devotional. James says, come now, you who say today or tomorrow we will go to such and such a city and spend a year there and engage in business and make a profit. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and also do this or that. Refer to James 4:13 and 15. Some might take this verse as an undesirable warning because they have a vision for the future and objectives for how everything should play out. But really, it is a positive reminder that God is in every tomorrow. So even though we do not know what will happen, God is already there, and it is God's will that will come to pass. Take this to heart today. If your future is full of unknowns and uncertainty, and your sources of security have crumbled, you don't know the good plans that the Lord has for your future. So seek God's will, rejoice in his perfect provision and wisdom, and hold on to hope about tomorrow. Because you know the Lord's will is good, the Lord's will is acceptable, and the Lord's will is perfect. Refer to Romans 12:2. And the fullness of joy is found in God's presence. Our power thought is, Jesus, I'm grateful your will guides my future because I know you have never let me down. And I know that I can depend on God and he has my back. Have a blessed day.
Amen. Amen. Everybody listen. Let me say amen. So this is going to be kind of odd, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because I was thinking about scary movies and when I was growing up. So I'm going to play a quick clip of one of my favorite scary movies of the month. And this is the old movie called Blackula.
Shall pay, Black Prince. I shall place a curse of suffering on you that will doom you to a living hell. A hunger, a wild, gnawing, animal hunger will grow in you. A hunger for human blood. Here you will starve for an eternity, torn by an unquenchable lust. I curse you with my name. You shall be Blackula. Myself, a living fiend. You will be doomed never to know that sweet blood which will become your only.
All righty. All right. That's it.
Blackula.
Has anybody ever seen that movie? We got around about three.
No.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So let me
I'm
respond.
too young for that one.
Let me respond.
Okay,
So I grew up in Roosevelt, New York. Shout out Roosevelt. It's approximately 1 square mile. We used to once upon a time have a movie theater, and I think that's the last movie I saw in that movie theater. My dad took me. Rest in peace. But yeah, Blackula.
So you ever seen Blackula?
I have. I have, and William Marshall as Blackula did a phenomenal job. He was also, I don't even remember how to pronounce the other name he had in the movie, but
Right.
Bottom line is he's incredible, and the movie is definitely one of those cult classics that everybody should check out when they get a minute.
And here go Mad Links. I haven't said we're gonna take you somewhere and we're gonna lock you in a room and we're gonna make you listen to the music that you ain't listened to. We're gonna let you see Anaconda.
No, no, sir.
Eyes open.
I've not seen Blackula, but I have seen the comedy skit by the legendary Richard Pryor where he referenced Blackula, and that's good enough for me.
What about you, Noonie?
Listen, I've never seen it before, but now it sounds interesting because I like the way he said Blackula. Yeah, I want that.
All right, Mad Links, tell everybody how they can find our social media.
You can find everything, including booking information, at our Linktree. That URL is linktr.ee/CT show. That's linktr.ee/CT show. Of course, the CT is for Chris Thomas.
All right, and I'd like to thank Mad Links, Soren Baker, DJ Mad Links, of course, and Terminator X and Miss Fantastic Noonie LaRue. Tomorrow we'll catch up with some of the stuff we didn't do today. So thank you for listening to the Chris Thomas Show. Everybody, we're out of here. We're out of here like what? Geese?
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Out of here like somewhere.
All right.
Nice big city. Good morning, Vegas. It's the Chris Thomas Morning Show. Fly Cry, Uncle James, Hall of Fame.
Y'all need to pay homage, the original host. Chris Thomas, the mayor in Vegas. With Layla, call other Vegases. Every time you on the radio, you say it's us. Plus, we got Terminator X on the cut. In the public, the enemy is off in the cut. But a back of Mad Links with the Cuban cuts. Your music gonna make you through the butt. We're storing for show. We're here to introduce you to the morning show.
Chris is chillin', Terminator's chillin'. Hall of Fame is prepping people, what you think? Layla is chillin', Soren is chillin'. Click work for Billy and we got Mad Links. James Gang reppin', Big Wig reppin'. Akron, Cleveland, LA to Vegas. Fly Cry, LeBron James to rap. I'm a pro model, I see your brain to cap.
You're listening to the Chris Thomas Show with the All-Star Team with DJ Terminator X, Soren Baker, Noonie LaRue, DJ Mad Links, and Layla Lopez, right here on KSHP Radio, 107.1 FM and 1400 AM Las Vegas.